Sing me a song about his love.
About his love.
Sing with all your might.
Sing it.
Every day and night.
Sing it if the way is bright or dim. Just sing me a song about Jesus. About Jesus. Sing me a song about his love. Sing about his grace. Till you see his face. Sing me a song about him. When I was drifting out in sin, I had no peace, no joy within. Jesus came and made me glad. The dearest friend I ever had.
He saved my soul.
He saved my soul.
Well, bless his name.
Oh, bless his name.
Never forget.
I'll never forget the day he came. The day he came.
Makes me glad.
He makes me glad
when I am sad.
when I am sad. The dearest friend I've ever had. Oh, sinner, come.
Oh, sinner, come
To Jesus now.
to Jesus now.
At his dear feet, just humbly bow. He'll save your soul. And he'll make you glad. He's the dearest friend I've ever had.
He saved my soul.
He saved my soul.
Well, bless his name.
Oh, bless his name.
I'll never forget.
I'll never forget the day he came. The day he came.
He makes me glad.
He makes me glad
when I am sad.
when I am sad. The dearest friend I've ever had.
He saved my soul.
He saved my soul.
Oh, bless his name.
Oh, bless his name.
I'll never forget.
I'll never forget the day he came. The day he came.
Makes me glad
He makes me glad
when I am sad.
when I am sad. He's the dearest friend I've ever had. I feel the touch of hands so kind and tender. They're leading me in paths that I must trod. I'll have no fear, for Jesus walks beside me. For I'm sheltered in the arms of God. So let the storms rage high, the dark clouds rise. They don't worry me, for I'm sheltered safe within the arms of God. He walks with me, and naught of earth can harm me. For I'm sure
One day I'll hear a voice from heaven calling, come home, my child, it's the last mile you must trod. I'll fall asleep and wake in God's new heaven, and be sheltered in the arms of God. So let the storms rage high, the dark clouds rise, they don't worry me, for I'm sheltered safe within the arms of God. He walks with me, and naught of earth can harm me, for I'm sheltered in the arms of God. Yes, I'm sheltered in the arms of God.
That's kind of what it is.
I thought you were going to do that key change. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Winging my way.
My pipes are broken.
Well, let me tell you who these guys are. Thank you, first of all, for being here tonight. Do you like to sing? I hope you do. You know, when I give voice lessons, I've kind of quit doing that, but when I used to give voice lessons and a student would come to me, and the first lesson I would always ask them, who's your favorite singer? And it's a loaded question because I want them to say me. I mean themselves. No, not me. I want them to say me. Because if they don't love to sing, then they're not going to be a good student. Now, I didn't ask them who's the best singer. You know what I'm saying? And see, when we music ministers are taught that you all are our main choir. You're the ones, we all are singing to the audience of one, and that's God.
Amen.
So I love to sing with these guys. I was raised on gospel music, so right over here, Junior in the plaid shirt. Junior Gardner, he's from Hodgenville, Kentucky. And Junior's kind of my gospel singing mentor. I had a quartet at the Spiritual Heirs when I was a kid in our home church with our pastor and a couple of young ladies. And so we always look forward anytime they sang. They'd sing songs like I'm Feeling Mighty Fine and all those kinds of things. So please welcome Junior Gardner. Yeah. His wife, Nida, played piano for them. And I'll just tell you a little aside here. We've got time, don't we? Nida would play the squeeze box, the accordion, you know. And sometimes when they played outside or something, we didn't have keyboards and all that stuff back then. And so at some point, I bought Nina's accordion from her. Well, there's a Chinese student at Campbellsville University that plays accordion. And so they put out a plea, who could loan us an accordion? And I said, I will. And so lo and behold, Nida's accordion is going to be played by a Chinese student in like an accordion concerto, I guess, with the Campbellsville University Orchestra. So, you know, it just all goes around. So, and then Junior's daughter, Gwen, there, she and I and her brother, Junior's son, Steve, we sang together in a quartet, first quartet I had, Joyful Tones, way back years ago. All right, next, Eddie Black. I went to school at LaRue County High School, graduated with Eddie Black, and Eddie's been picking a 12-string since ever I knew him, and you'll get to see him do that in a little while. Eddie restores homes. By the way, Junior goes to my home church, and Eddie goes to Buffalo Baptist Church, where he... Middle Creek Baptist Church, excuse me. Yes, there you go. Give Eddie a hand, please. And then my friend Jim Durham is a tenor singer. He and I met 42 years ago, 1977. I remember that because that's the year mine and Shirley's son was born. And so we met when we began to, or he was already singing with a group out of Campbellsville called The Servants. And so I started singing with them, sang about 4 years with them. And we just traveled over. I think I traveled about 15 states with him at the time. And we had just had the greatest time. And he's one of the dearest friends this side of heaven that I've ever had. Would you please welcome Jim Durham? Jim lives in Vine Grove now and attends Valley View Baptist Church, where I served for 11 years as minister of music. And then Greg Altman over there, Greg played with us in the servants as well. That's when he started playing bass. And Greg's from Greensburg, and he goes to River of Life Church, right? Riverside Church. Would you please give Greg a hand? Appreciate Greg so much. And then in a moment you'll see Charlie Whitty. Charlie also sang with the servants, and so he'll be up here in a minute, and you'll enjoy him. We used to tell him, he sang baritone when I started with the group, and he used to tell this on himself that someone told him he had a voice that was really mellow. So he went home and looked mellow up in the dictionary because he didn't know what that meant. And mellow in the dictionary said overripe, almost rotten. So anyway, you'll get to hear Charlie Whitty in a moment, also from Greensburg. Give Charlie a hand. All right. I think that's all. Oh, and the Ball Holler Boys. Ball Holler is just a notorious community in LaRue County. That's all I'll say about it. Shirley's upset with me just because it's kind of a joke that I say we're the Ball Holler Boys. But it just kind of tells you where we're from. I love gospel music. I've sung all kinds of music, but gospel music is my roots. And the thing that I like about it, is it does help us celebrate God's love. It is toe tapping. It is all these things. And it reminds me that we need to have joy in our Christian walk. So we're going to sing the one that you play on, Greg.
I'm winging my way.
Yeah, I'm winging my way back home.
Down deep in my soul,
Down deep in my soul, a melody rings.
A melody rings. I'm winging my way.
I'm winging
my
way back home.
a sinner is saved.
A sinner is saved from sin and affliction.
From sin and our sins, I'm winging my way.
I'm winging
my
way back home.
I'm climbing each day.
Every day
Since Jesus is mine,
truly mine, I travel the road, narrow road
To glory divine.
to glory divine.
The way is called straight.
the way is called straight that enters the gate.
That enters the gate. I'm winging my way.
I'm winging
my
way back
home.
A wonderful time.
A wonderful time is waiting ahead.
Ahead, I'm winging my way.
I'm winging
my
way back
home.
I mean to be there.
I mean to be there. From sin I have fled.
From sin I have fled. I'm winging my way.
I'm winging
my
way back
home.
I'm climbing each day.
Every day,
Since Jesus is mine,
truly mine, I travel the road, narrow road.
To glory divine.
Don't y'all encourage him? The way is called straight.
the way is called straight that enters the gate.
That enters the gate. I'm winging my way.
I'm winging
my way back home. Well, when we sang together with the servants, we like to, as we're traveling down the road on the bus, we like to get the guitars out and do stuff. And so we started at some point of just doing a bluegrass set. And so we're going to do that right now. Come on down, Paul, and we're going to have join us. Now, my son often plays drums with us. He couldn't be here. And his grandson plays banjo with us a lot of time. And he couldn't be here, so that'll let you come and see us again sometime. To Canaan's land, I'm on my way where the soul of man never dies. My darkest night will turn to day where the soul of man never dies. No sad farewell there'll be, no tear nights where all this joy and the soul never dies. Pick one, Jim. A rose is blooming there for me where the soul never dies, and I will spend eternity where the soul never dies. No sad farewell, no tear in night where all is love and the soul never dies. I'm on my way to that far land where the soul of man never dies, where there will be no parting hand and the soul of man never dies. No sad farewell, no tear in night where all is love and the soul never dies, and the soul never dies. When shadows surround us, when evil comes, the body grows weak, the spirit grows numb. When these things beset us, God doesn't forget us. He sends us His love on the wings of a dove, on the wings of a snow white dove.
He sends His pure, sweet love, a sign from above, on the wings of a dove. When Noah was out on the flood many days, he looked for land in various ways. Now troubles he had some, but he wasn't forgotten. God sent him His love on the wings of a dove, on the wings of a snow white dove. He sends His pure, sweet love, a sign from above, on the wings of a dove. Jesus went down to the river that day. He was baptized in the usual way, and when it was done, you see, God blessed His Son. He sent down His love on the wings of a dove, on the wings of a snow white dove. He sends His pure, sweet love, a sign from above, on the wings of a dove, on the wings of a snow white dove. He sends His pure, sweet love, a sign from above, on the wings of a dove, wings of a dove. Well, usually when Matt is here, my son, he brings his brushes and he'll play percussion on the head of the banjo. So y'all just slap your knees or something, and that'll be our percussion for A Life Is Like a Mountain Railroad. Kick it. Life is like a mountain railroad with an engineer that's brave. We must make the run successful from the cradle to the grave. Watch the curves, the fields, the tunnels, never falter, never wear. Keep your hands upon the throttle and your eye upon the rail. Blessed Savior, Thou would guide us till we reach that blissful shore where the angels wait to join us in Thy praise forevermore. All right. Give it up for him, yeah. Well, as you roll across the trestle, spanning Jordan's chilly tide, you'll behold the Union Depot into which your train will glide. There you'll see
What was
the
that?
superintendent. He's God the Father and God the Son, with a hearty, joyous, plaudit, weary pilgrim, welcome home. Listen, Savior, thou wilt guide us till we reach that blissful shore, where the angels wait to join us in thy praise forevermore. Where the angels wait to join us in thy praise forevermore. Well, we're going to do one more if we can get the pastor up here. You can't do a bluegrass set without doing I'll Fly Away.
Yeah, but he may need to change shirts first.
With a sweatshirt like that,
Won't y'all just stand out there?
I might need two deacons. Oh, he's a pretty big boy.
You kicking this one off, Jim?
Some glad morning when this life is over, I'll fly away to a home on God's celestial shore. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, by and by. I'll fly away.
I'll fiddle around now.
When the when the shadows of this life have grown, I'll fly away, fly away, fly away, like a bird from prison bars and flown. I'll fly away, fly away, fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, by and by. I'll fly away, fly away.
Now, a little banjo.
Just a few more weary days and then I'll fly away to a land where joy shall never end. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, by and by. I'll fly away, I'll fly away.
Yeah. Did y'all see him wearing that LSU vest? Taunting us Kentucky fans because they are in first place and hold the tiebreaker. Yeah, whooping everybody. What's next? What's next? Just a closer walk, Jim. You need that. You need that. Here you want. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's
We'll fix some piano on this one, too, Bob? Yeah, he's going to do it. Okay. Wow, who's been singing on this one? Hey. All right. Are you there, brother? All right, here we go. I am weak, but thou art strong. Jesus, keep me from all wrong. I'll be satisfied as long as I walk. Let me walk close to thee. Just a closer walk with thee. Just a closer walk with thee. Just a closer walk with thee. Granted, dear Jesus, that's my plea. Just a closer walk with thee. Daily walking close to thee. Well, let it be, dear Lord. Let it be. Just a closer walk with thee. Through this old world of toils and snares, if I falter now, Lord, who cares? And who with me my burden share? Well, none but thee, dear Lord, none but thee. And just a closer walk with thee. Granted, Jesus, now that's my plea. And daily walking close to thee. Well, let it be, dear Lord, let it be. Play, Stephen. And when this feeble life is o'er, and time for me shall be no more, guide me gently, safely, oh, to thy kingdom shore, to thy shore, and just a closer walk with thee. Just a closer walk with thee. Just a closer walk with thee. Granted, dear Jesus, now that's my plea. Just a closer walk with thee. Daily walking close to thee. Well, let it be, dear Lord, let it be.
How I love the Lord, He's precious to me. I can ask in His name for everything I need. I want Him to get praise for everything I do. Hallelujah, praise God.
good things
God has done.
God has done.
Think about the victory
Think about the
that He has won.
that He has won.
Don't think about the times you were down and out. Think about how God brought you out.
Think about the sweet, sweet Spirit of God way down in your soul. There was an old man, and he was trudging along with a smile on his face. He was singing a sweet and a happy song. And I said, hey, Junior, where'd you go? You look so happy today. And he said, praise God, hallelujah, I'm on my way.
Think about the good things that God has done. Think about the victory that He has won.
Don't think about the times you were down and out. Think about how God brought you out.
Think about the sweet, sweet Spirit of God way down in your soul. Don't think about the times you were down and out. Think about how God brought you out. Think about the sweet, sweet Spirit of God way down in your soul. A child of the King.
Once I tell you, we just started doing this recently, and I was thinking about it. You know, this. I don't have a lot here on this earth. But the inheritance I've got coming. Whew. When I think about where I've been and where I'm going. Once I was clothed in the rags of my sin, so rich and poor, lost and lonely within, but with wondrous compassion, the King of all kings, in pity and love, took me under His wing. Oh yes, I'm a child of the King. His royal blood now flows through my veins, and I, who was wretched and poor, now can sing. Praise God, praise God. I'm a child of the King. Oh, now I'm a child with a heavenly home, for my Holy Father, He's made me, oh, He's made me His own. Now I'm washed in His blood. I'm clothed in His love. And someday I'm gonna sing with the angels above. Oh yes, I'm a child of the King. His royal blood now His royal blood now flows through my veins, and I, who was wretched and poor, now can sing. Praise God, praise God, praise God. I'm a child of the King.
Thank you, Charlie. Thank you for sharing too. Gospel music, technically, from a hymnology standpoint, I think gospel song or a gospel hymn tells a story about a testimony, just like what Charlie just sang there. I'm a child of the King. And sometimes some of the songs get focused too much on self and not focused enough on God. But the best ones always rise to the surface. Again, if you're a quartet, you've got to sing this next song. Now, the irony of this next song, it was written by a black pastor. And every white church in the South would sing this song. And it may sound flippant, but it's not, because really all it takes is a little talk with Jesus. And if you listen to the text, the writer, Cleveland Derricks, he doesn't gloss over things. Sometimes I've got doubts and I have fears. He talks about those things. So listen to Just a Little Talk with Jesus, and bass singers, y'all sing along.
I once was lost in sin, but Jesus took me in, and then a little light from heaven filled my soul. He bathed my heart in love, and He wrote my name above, and just a little talk with Jesus made me whole.
Now let us
Have a little talk with Jesus.
let us
Tell Him all about our troubles. Hear our faintest cry. Answer by and by. Feel a little prayer wheel turning.
and you
Know a little fire is burning.
you will
Find a little talk with Jesus. Makes it right. It makes it right. I may have doubts and fears, my eyes be filled with tears, but Jesus is a friend who watches day and night. I go to Him in prayer, He knows my every care, and just a little talk with Jesus makes it right.
now let us
Have a little talk with Jesus.
let us
Tell Him all about our troubles. Hear our faintest cry.
Thank you. We're going to do one more song. It's a Bill Gaither song. You also can't be a gospel quartet and not sing a Bill Gaither song. This is one that our pianist would do. Our pianist was Jim Cottrell. I'm the second string pianist. Jim, some of you may know Jim. He did a lot of stuff for the KBC and everything from E-Town. And so Jim passed away a couple years ago from cancer. So we're going to keep singing this song because he sang this right up until his passing. And in fact, we sang it at his service. It's just the longer I serve him, the sweeter he grows.
Since I started for the kingdom, since my life He controls, since I gave